India has told China that the violation of the existing agreements has eroded the entire basis of bilateral ties, and disengagement at the border should logically be followed by de-escalation. The defense ministers of India and China, according to the Ministry of Defense, held frank discussions about the developments at the line of actual control and on overall bilateral defense ties. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh categorically conveyed the developments and the development of relationship between India and China is premised on the prevalence of peace and tranquility at the borders. He then went on to say all issues at the line of actual control need to be resolved in accordance with existing bilateral agreements and commitments. The defense minister said violation of existing agreements eroded the entire basis of bilateral ties between India and China. Once there is disengagement, it should be followed by de-escalation. India has constantly also pushed for de-induction of close to 50,000 troops amassed at the line of actual control in Ladakh by both sides. The Chinese defense minister is in India, in the national capital, for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Defense Ministers meet. I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Abhishek Bhalla for more on this. Abhishek, 18 rounds of border talks have taken place between the core commanders. There's also talks that are happening at the level of the Ministry of External Affairs, and now the defense ministers have met for the first time since Galwan. Do we expect forward movement? What did the Chinese side say? What more do we know?
Well, Gaurav, this was a very important meeting. For the first time since Galwan, the defense ministers were meeting, perhaps the highest level, and India made its stand clear. It's very clear that, India is saying that as far as developments at the line of actual control are concerned for the last 3 years, the onus is on China. And that's something that has been reiterated by the defense minister today. And China has been really reluctant to sort of completely come clear on what the situation is. China has been dragging its feet, saying that they don't want to discuss the larger issues related to the de-escalation at the line of actual control. And that's something that India has reiterated once again today. One final submission that India has always had is that status quo ante April 2020 needs to be maintained. That's something that China has been shying away from. It remains to be seen whether there's a breakthrough after these talks or not. The likelihood is less, but we'll wait and watch for an official response from China on what is happening.
Keep tracking that story, Abhishek. I will come back to you for more on this major development.